Lorenzo Valla, de Libero Arbitrio, Episode 3. Male enim sentire mihi videntur de nostra religione, quam putant philosophiae praesidio indigere, quod minime illi fecerunt, quorum iam multis saeculis opera extant, opostulorum imitatores, et vere in templo Dei columnae. Valla continues, and he says, "For I think that they." Really, they seem to me, videntur third plural, perfect indicative passive. They seem to me, or I think that they, and the subject of videntur are the persons from the previous portion who rely overmuch on philosophy. I think that they, male sentire, have a bad opinion, or think poorly of our religion, de nostra religione. Nostra and religione are feminine singular and ablative, objects of the preposition de. The religion which, quam, now quam is feminine singular and accusative. Its gender and number are determined by its antecedent, religione. Its case is determined by how it's used in its own clause. And here it's being used as the subject of an oratio obliqua. The religion which, they think, indigere, stands in need of, or lacks, philosophiae praesidio, philosophy's protection. Indigere is a second conjugation verb which patterns with an ablative of instrument, which lacks by means of the protection praesidio, neuter singular ablative, of philosophy, which is feminine singular and genitive. This, quod, meaning all that came before, this, those men did very little. Illi fecerunt, third plural, perfect indicative active. This action, those ones took very little, minime, or that's not what those person did. Now, whom is he referring to? Well, this is explained in the relative clause which followed. Quorum iam multis saeculis opera extant. Those persons whose works, whose opera, now through many ages, multis saeculis, still exist, still survive. Multis saeculis, neuter plural, ablative of time within which, whose works now survive after many ages, we might say, the imitators, imitatores, of the apostles. Imitatores is masculine plural and nominative in apposition with illi, and apostulorum is masculine plural and genitive. Those imitators of the apostles, and the ones that truly were columnae, pillars, in templo Dei, in the church of God. He means people like Augustine and so forth, who did not rely overmuch on philosophy.